What's good, everybody? Welcome to Life on Beagle Road. I am very excited because I'm going to do something special for you today. Stay tuned. Well, you know, I've been going on and on and on about all the stuff that happens here in my shop. Well, today is a very special day. And I mean like really special, at least to me. I'm gonna take you with me on a delivery. We're gonna take the mantle that I had just made from those reclaimed oak barn beams, and we're gonna deliver it to my customer. Yeah. I'd be lying if I didn't tell you that I was a tad bit nervous. I don't know why I get nervous about this. I just do. It's like this thing I do every single time. I have like a bit of anxiety about starting the project, a bit of anxiety about doing the project while I'm doing it, and then just a wee bit more anxiety about delivering the project. I got problems, I think. I might need to go talk to somebody. Nah, I got Courtney. Nah, I got chickens. Seriously though, I do. Whenever I deliver a project, I'm not sure if it's what they envisioned in their head. People ask me to make them things, and in my head, this is what you want, and it's amazing. But in your head, that might not be what you were looking for. I can only hope that they see the same value in what I created that there is for them. One of the things that Courtney always says to me, and you know, she's right, she's brilliant, so I should listen to her. She always says, Kenny, the stuff that you put together for folks is way, way better than the stuff they're gonna buy in the store. It's put together better, it looks better, and well, it's made with love. So I loaded this sucker up in the back of the truck. To do that, I wanted to make sure it didn't move at all, so I pinned it onto some 2x4s, strapped it down, and it's not going anywhere. It's there, it's stuck, it's stable, we're good. Because if this starts rolling around the back of the truck, we got problems. Nobody wants any problems. I asked Courtney to come along on this trip because, well, I needed somebody to kind of film the process a little bit, you know? Like I couldn't do both. Although I could have figured it out, but I kind of like having Courtney along with me. She keeps me real, you know, calms me down. A little bit.
Today I'm playing assistant to Kenny as he installs a wood mantle that he made for a client. Let's check it out.
Once I got there, you know, I had to make all kinds of measurements. I was really happy that he took down the old mantle, because if I had to take down the mantle that was there and install this, I'd be worried that maybe I was gonna mess something up in his home, and I don't wanna do that. Nobody wants me to mess up their home. Thank goodness he already took it down so I could go in, make some measurements, and kind of get started on the process. I'm not the best at measuring. I made the mistake of thinking he was a math teacher. He wasn't a math teacher. He was actually a phys ed teacher. Huh. So we didn't have any trouble lifting it. We just had trouble mathing it. At one point we measured where we thought was the middle of this span. The span was 6 feet. We had 79 inches to put it in. He was like, the middle, yeah, that's 38. Yeah, that's 38. Only it wasn't 38. It wasn't 38. You'll find out a little bit later kind of what I was talking about. Now this guy's been a friend of mine for quite a long time. We've been good buddies through soccer, and I actually used to work with his wife, which was totally unrelated, and I didn't even know this guy at that point. But, you know, he knew I made stuff, and he really wanted something cool to have up on his wall. I used some special brackets. Part of it goes into the wall, part of it goes into the beam, and you kind of attach them together, and then you get it up there and it's all good. It requires me to actually drill into the wall itself. Now the wall is a wood wall, but it's got brick and masonry behind it. It's his fireplace, you know? So it's got some stuff we gotta get through. That took a little bit. Started off with my regular drill, my battery-powered drill, and then that wasn't working out. So I switched to the good old Craftsman electric drill, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure is about 40 years old. Almost as old as me, maybe 35. Let's also pretend I'm 35, by the way. Let's just go with that. Go with that. Yeah. Once they were in, I could slide the brackets in, make sure that they had a good fit, which they did. And then it was on to actually screwing those into the wall. Now, we used regular drywall screws to hold them in because he did have the wood wall there, and they would stay just fine. And all the screws do really is to make sure that the brackets don't slide out of the wall. The bar and the bracket is actually what keeps everything from tipping over, you know, going where you don't want it to go. Then I had to drill out the holes for the next part of the bracket, which is a much larger hole, and I could just do with a regular wood bit, not a masonry bit. This is when we figured out that my measuring was really bad. Yeah. Not the best. I ended up having to chisel out a little bit more of the mortise on the back of the mantle so that way we could get the shelf brackets to fit and everything would be snug. And then I had to figure out where the marks needed to be adjusted. They were probably about 1.5 inches off since, you know, 38 is not actually the middle of 79. Hey, in my defense, I just want to say, I thought he was a math teacher. So when he said 38, I just said, yeah, let's do it. Math teachers know. But he's a PE teacher, not a math teacher. Come on, Kenny. You know better than that. Oh my gosh. Seriously. Both of us were like, yep, that's the middle.
That's awesome. Uh-oh. This is nowhere near.
Shut your mouth.
Nowhere near.
Hold on. I'm on mine. These two. How far off is that one?
It should have been on the original.
Oh, snap. I even said don't ask. And that son of a gun, you let me do it.
I was just holding the thing.
Oh, Kenneth, you're an idiot. God. Here's where we get problem number 2. You see, the brackets have like a thickness once these two are together. Well, when I drilled my mortise, I mortised based off of these brackets. I even gave myself a tad little bit more so I knew for sure that they were gonna be sunk in. The problem is there's screws that go into this bracket to hold it onto the other bracket. And those screws stick out probably a good 1/4 inch. Ugh! What's that mean, you say? My mortise wasn't deep enough. I gotta go deeper. I don't think I'm ever gonna say that again about anything. That's right, I still gotta mortise it just a tad deeper. So I'm gonna go back in a few days, I'll re-mortise it, get it another 1/4 inch deeper, and then everything will be okay. What are you gonna do? And that, folks, is exactly why I get a little bit of anxiety about any time I deliver a project. Because once you get there and you're on site, you don't actually know what it is you might have to fix. And your hope is you don't have to fix anything. Luckily, he was cool about it. He said, hey, come on over in a couple days. We'll have dinner and maybe some frosted barley pops. I'm saying that. He said something else. I mean, what could be better than that? You know? No big deal. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into what it is that I'm doing here on Beagle Road, here in my shop. What am I making for other people? Why am I making it for other people? What is that even like for me? I mean, this is life on Beagle Road. This is what happens here, this is what I do, and I hope you liked it. So have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.